Yes, my people, what's going on? It's your boy K to the I to the Z to the O, baby. Yes, it's KIZO 101 giving you the life lessons you never knew you wanted or even deserved. Yes, baby. Welcome to KIZO Unburdened. Unburdened is my own public personal diary where I get to share some of my experiences with you guys and opinions, and then we get to discuss and hope to God you enjoy. Yes, baby. This is KIZO Unburdened. If you are new, please welcome to the gang. If you are returning, welcome back to the only legal gang you are allowed to join. It's KIZO Unburdened, the KU, baby. Yes, sir. Now, without wasting any more of your time, let's kickstart the show. But you know what to do before that. You need to like, you need to share, and most importantly, you need to subscribe. Subscribe so the boy can start coining that bag, Support a young black man. A black man never stays winning, but with you as part of the family, we stay winning. So do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Tell your girlfriend, your side chick, your everyone to share some love, share the boy some love, and let us walk this journey together. Yes, sir. It's the only legal gang you are allowed to join, and I'm your favorite host, KIZO 101. Now do hit that subscribe because why? It's like paradise.
It's like paradise. It's like paradise. Do you got dividends, key? You won't see a difference, key. Nobody rhyme like me. I feel like B.I.G. She lost her faith in me. I got the soul in me. I'm in my own damn league. I'm in my own damn. Oh, never mind. What you doing?
Yes, you are still here with your favorite host with the most, the tall, the dark, and the handsome, baby. It's TDH, tall, dark, and handsome. I don't care what you say. If you think I'm not tall enough, if you think I'm not dark enough, if you think I'm not lovely, it's your own business. It's your own business. It has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with me. In my eyes, I am tall, dark, and handsome. Yes, baby, we just celebrated the month of love. We just celebrated the day of love. It was very heartwarming to see you guys celebrating your partners. It was very nice to see people getting roses, people getting chocolates. I know most of the light skins never got them presents or gifts or the love. Don't worry, light skin niggas. Easter's coming up, you Easter bunnies. Yes, sir. But anyway, it was nice to see people for real. It was nice to see people celebrating the love, celebrating their partners, giving their partners the attention they truly need and deserve, And that is what inspired today's topic. So as you can already see, today's topic, we are going to be talking about the world of love, yeah? We are about to get into the world of love. Let us dissect it together. Let us discuss everything there is to know about the world of love. Yes, sir. Now, without wasting any more of your time, let me just do this. Yeah. Last episode, I was talking about the war in the Congo, right? I was talking about the war in the Congo, and Dr. Grace commented. Dr. Grace, by the way, is from Congo. He commented on my post and shed some insight on the war that is currently going on in Congo. And I would love to share it with you guys. I would love to share his comment with you guys so that we also get a deeper understanding for those who might have not gotten the chance to see it, maybe not learned enough about it. This is the time where you will get to learn more about it. So the comment reads as follows. Interesting content, sir. The conflict between Congo and Rwanda is very complex. President Thabo Mbeki's perspective is unrelated to the current situation. While Kagame justifies Rwanda's involvement in the DRC by citing security threat from the FDLR, the Hutu extremist group, and the protection of the Congolese Tutsis, Historical events suggest broader geopolitical and economic motives. After the 1994 genocide, Hutu extremists fled to the DRC and Burundi, posing a security threat to Rwanda. The First Congo War, 1996 to 1997, Rwanda and Uganda backed the AFDL to overthrow Mobutu, citing the need to neutralize the FDLR predecessors. However, beyond security concerns, Kagame sought to install a pro-Rwanda government under Laurent Desire Kabila. Kabila later distanced himself from Rwanda, leading to the Second War in Congo. Question: was the FDLR truly neutralized? Second Congo War, 1998 to 2003, Rwanda backed the RCD rebels, again citing security concerns. However, Rwanda also plundered DRC resources and occupied eastern regions for 5 years. The war ended with a power-sharing agreement, but instability in the east instability in the east continued, and Rwanda's influence persisted. Question remains: did Rwanda eliminate the FDLR, or was the war about control and resources? Outgoing conflict, CNDP and M23, ongoing conflict, CNDP and M23, which is already leading the third war. The CNDP, formed in 2006, claimed to protect the Congolese Tutsis, but ended up seizing territories. In 2009, CNDP signed a peace deal, but later re-emerged as M23 in 2012, continuing the same fight. M23 resurged in 2022 with reports of Rwanda's backing, rising concerns about its real motivations. Why does Rwanda keep supporting groups that expand its control rather than neutralizing threats? It's an interesting perspective. I think most of us did not know that aspect of the war. I think most of us did not know that aspect of the war, because what we get on social medias and news is a very broad and very generalized outlook on the events going on in the Congo. I was glad to see that comment, and I thought it is prudent that we share it together. Nonetheless, let us not forget to put the Democratic Republic of Congo in our prayers as we move along with our days. Yeah, let us pray for them. Let us pray for peace in Congo and in the Eastern Congo, and most generally in every country that has instability and war. Right. Let us remember to share some love to them also in the month of love. Yeah, in the month of love. All right, now let us get into our fun fact, right? I just wanted to share that insight, yeah? Maybe to help someone who is currently praying that they retrieve the SADC or withdraw the SADC armed forces from the Congo. That the SADC armed forces are a beacon of hope in the Congo. All right. Our fun fact reads as follows. We automatically perceive people who smell good as more attractive. I don't think this is true. Honestly speaking, I don't think this is true. If you're attractive, you're attractive. Some people smell nice, but no. But yeah, according to the fun fact, it says that we perceive those kind of people. If you are wearing your expensive cologne and your expensive cologne smells nice, then automatically you become attractive. That's what it says. I think it's not true. I think personally, yeah. And also, question for you guys. Ne? I hope you guys can answer me in the comment section. Do you think just because you are using expensive cologne, it smells nice? Does expensive necessarily reflect or mean that the cologne will smell nice? I don't know. It's a question I'm posting to you guys. Yeah. I hope you comment in the comment section and tell me what you think. Right now, I saw this thing. Yeah. We are still speaking about the world of love. Before we get into today's questions and talk about today's questions, I saw something interesting as I was scrolling and looking through your post, as you are posting your flowers, as you're posting your nice vacations, your nice roses on the floor and chocolate, your Ferrero Rochers. I saw you guys. Ne? As I was seeing those things, I saw also this interesting thing. It is a story that I would like to read to you guys, and then we talk about it. It really, it baffles me, and it goes back to the point that I say, although love is a beautiful thing, love can also be a very, very toxic thing, right? It can be a very toxic thing that can end up involving and hurting people who had nothing to do with your love or current situation that you are going through, right? So the story reads as follows. I am a man aged 35. I discovered that my longtime best friend was dating my wife. I have all the evidence. She is 25 years old. We got married and had a white wedding last year in April. My best friend is 45. My friend of over 15 years has been seeing my wife behind my back. I found out about this last year, December. My good friend was always exchanging messages and nude pictures with my wife on WhatsApp. I hacked my wife's phone, and that's how I discovered what was happening between them. I don't want to lie, guys. This broke my heart. I trusted my friend and took him as my own brother. When I found out, I decided to ask them instead. I decided not to ask them. Instead, I made a decision to act as if I don't know anything. I wanted to revenge. My feelings towards my wife changed. I just started acting up, and I no longer treated her as I did before. With my friend, I pretended as if all was well. For my revenge, I decided to look for my friend's daughter, who happens to be a student in one of the universities close by to my residence. She is 19 years old. I approached her with the intent of dating her. After a while of trying, I succeeded in having her as my friend, and now we have been dating. I'm so happy because I actually succeeded. The best part is I have been sleeping with her with no protection. We recently discovered she is now pregnant. The issue now is she has fallen in love with me to the extent of saying she wants me to marry her. As for me, I don't have a problem with that. As it is, I'm waiting for the day they discover that she is pregnant and we exchange. I take his daughter and she takes my wife. Men playing them cards well. I don't know. What do you guys think about this story? For me personally, I don't like this thing. I don't like this thing of when you are facing a problem in your relationship, you decide to involve other people. Handle your household first, right? The people who are responsible for anything that is happening to you in this relationship are the people who have the relationship with you. You went and sought out a 19-year-old child who is probably trying to fix her future, right? I know most of the people in the comment section to this post said there's no innocent 19-year-old child who will sleep with a married man, right? They said she's not innocent because she is sleeping with a married man. They said she would have known that the guy is married if at all they were best friends for 15 years, right? For 15 years. But my thing is, it's not like she said yes, you know. She refused, and eventually she gave in. You know, when you're trying to pursue something, you also bring up lies. I'm sure the guy was good with the tongue, marinating as time built, until the poor girl gave up. Maybe buying her gifts, buying her luxury items, just so maybe she could say she could say yes. But my thing, back to my point, right? My point is, she was never involved in the relationship in one way or another. She was never in a dynamic where you ended up getting your feelings hurt, right? Your feelings were hurt by two people. The first person was your friend, right? The first person was your friend. Your friend decided to go behind your back and be disloyal to you. So if you're going to revenge on anyone, revenge to your friend. Don't use another person, hurt another person in the process just so you get your revenge. The second one is your wife, right? Your wife is also the one that betrayed you, sorry. So you take out your frustrations on those two people because they are the ones who are responsible for your relationship. You have no relationship with the daughter. She has nothing to do with the situation that you are currently facing. Now, why would you want to involve her in this mess? Imagine a 19-year-old is now pregnant. Probably she doesn't even have a degree. She was hoping that this degree that she's currently pursuing will be a direction in her life that she is willing. Guys, a child is a responsibility. A child is an expense that is always ongoing. It's an expense that never dies. It is always ongoing. From when they are born, they need nappies and milk. Then they need school fees. Then they need uniform. Then they graduate to high school. High school now, they even need money for Valentines now. They need money for Valentines. They need Xbox. They need what? They need university, West. Especially if they don't get if they don't get bursaries. So that 19-year-old child has incurred an expense from a very young age. All because why? Someone wanted revenge. Fine, I know he says he has no problem with marrying the child, right? He says he has no problem with marrying the child. But after the friend finds out, I don't think the love will be the same, because what is holding it together is the hatred for what the friend has done to him. And imagine if when they go and the father finds out, he just says, oh, okay. Now you're going to resent the daughter, the child, and your friend in the business. Imagine. It's insane. But I don't know. The KU gang, please help me unburden this. Please help me unpack this. What do you guys think about the story? What do you guys think about this story? I think it's insane. Personally, I think it's insane. All right. Before we get into the questions, I have one more thing to read. I saw this thread. You know, love comes in a lot of ways. When you're talking about the month of love, we're not just talking about your baby, I love you. We're not just talking about your, I don't know how to call it, your sexual relationships, or if that's what I can call them. We're also talking about love in general, right? Parental love, friendship love, whatever love it is that you have, you should share it and spread it. Now, I saw this thread on Facebook. You know, people are holding in childhood traumas that are unattended, if I may say, right? Now, the thread read as follows, right? The title was titled oldest daughters to oldest daughters. What's something only we understand? Let's unpack. The first comment reads as follows: we love our families, but always happier when we are far away from everyone. Imagine loving your family from a distance. The one thing I would like to say is I never experienced, okay, maybe some are true, but most of them, I'm so happy that it was never me. I never got to experience some of the things these people went through. I never had old child syndrome. It's insane what some of these people, imagine loving my family from afar. Oh, wow. The second one reads as follows. I think we have traumas from our parents' marriages that affect the way we see relationships. We cannot be always feminine, always masculine. Toxicity and anger is literally buried in us. Hey, I don't know. Alright. The third one. Our smiles are fake. We are tired and dying slowly inside. The guilt that comes with putting yourself first is insane. How, guys? How? Now, let's continue. The other one says, the amount of anger and frustration I get when people can't figure out things for themselves and ask me for help because I had no one to ask for help and figure things out by myself. I had to figure things out for myself. This one, I know a lot of people are going through it. There are a lot of people. It's not just it. The thing even has 761 likes and 27 comments. There are a lot of people who suffer from this. They get very frustrated when being asked for help because no one was there for them when they needed them. They had to fight this life thing alone. And every time they're supposed to experience it, it really pisses them off. So this one, I know for a fact, it really, really stresses a lot of people that most people do ask for help. All right, we continue. We get the toughest version of our parents compared to our... This is what I experienced. My parents were not joking, guys, with me. The other time I was home and my little sister asked to go out. And they said yes. I was like, what? Which one is this one? Which level? Which level is this one? What? For me, I even did not even want to ask because just moving around in J was a problem. I was never out on New Year's, and I don't think when I'm home I'll ever be out on New Year's because there's that thing that I'm still holding on to. That if we start this conversation, it's ending in a fight. It's ending in a fight, this one. And the way, guys, when I saw my parents, me, I saw strict. It's only now that, we are more cordial. But me, I just saw, we don't play there. But my sister is enjoying them. My sister is enjoying. Some of the things, like how I always watch her when she interacts with my dad. I'm like, what? I'll never say that. Because, try them. You go see them. Don't try those things. So, I think this one is true. We do get the toughest versions of our parents as first. We are like trial and error. Let's try and see if this works. If it doesn't work, I remember when I was coming to China. And we went for a drive. It was the night before. The last night I was driving to my grandma's. And there's this thing. I don't know if I mentioned it in the channel, but my dad said this to me. I was like, as you go out to China and live away from us, there's something I want you to know. That whatever you do will affect your sister. Anything that you do will affect your sister. Whether we can trust your sister to live by herself, so I carried the burden of whatever I'm going to do in China. It will determine on the career path my sister is going to take. It's insane. It's crazy. So we are trial and error for our parents. And then this one says, as the oldest daughter, voicing out my dissatisfactions to the family is always received as a personal attack. We are not ready to have kids because we have never really been kids. Personally, I want to enjoy my life for now before settling down. I just want to rest. Yay! We are the biggest set of people pleasers, still struggling to actively stand up for myself and say no without feeling some type of way. Sometimes I get this one. Sometimes I get this one. I get it very much. Last two. As an oldest daughter, I feel guilty whenever I use my money for myself. There's a part of me that starts calculating what that money could have done for my family. Oh, damn. All right, this one says, I'm very sure 90% of our love language is acts of service. I'd agree to that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to get into today's questions, right? It is now time to get into today's questions. The first question of the day in this world of love. Remember, your love is your love. My love is my love. How I love my person is not how you should love your person. How you love your person is not how I should love my person, right? This thing differs, guys. This thing differs. There's no template. There's no right. There's no wrong. It's just a matter of how we navigate the world of love, right? Everyone has their own map on how to get to the treasure, right? We are not using the same map. It's more or less. Hey, my English today. English bundles are depleted. It's more or less a trial and error type of thing. All right. The first one reads as follows. What is your love language? My love language is, I think, this love language thing, guys, is a very tricky thing because it just depends on the mood I'm in. But I think I mostly lean to one. I think it's gifting. I really love gifts. I love gifts. No matter what gift it is, I just love receiving gifts. It doesn't have to be. I just love receiving gifts. And the other one is acts of service, right? Acts of service. I think let me just rank them, right? There's gifts, acts of service, touch. Ooh, yeah. That affection. You understand that affection, words of affirmation, and then quality time. I think that, I don't know, between words of affirmation and quality time, which comes before the other. No, even touch. No, hey, let me restart. Gifting, acts of service, quality time, touch or intimacy, and then the last one. I forgot what the last one was, but I think in that order, that's because I love receiving gifts, and I think I love doing something for someone. So I also love when someone does something for me in return, right? So yeah, those are my love languages. Yeah. All right. Now the second one is, what do you think? Do you think love alone is enough? No way. We're not going to eat love, guys. We're not going to eat love. Love alone is not enough. Forget the money aspect, right? Love requires a lot of things, right? Love, yes, you can love me, right? But if you don't know how to love me the way I want to be loved, then we are not going to be compatible in the long run. Yes, in the short time, it's nice. We're chilling, we're vibing, we're enjoying. But in the long run, it's never going to work, right? I want you to love me how you want me to love you, and you want me to love you how you want me to love you, right? So I think love requires one, understanding. You understanding your partner, and firstly, you understanding yourself. You cannot offer something you don't know how to give to yourself, or expect someone to give you something you don't know how to give to yourself in the first place. If you don't know how to love yourself, you cannot expect someone to love you a certain way. You need to first learn how to love yourself. What makes you happy? What makes you want certain things? What makes you smile? You need to know those things so that you can teach them to your partner, right? So that you can teach them to your partner, so that your partner gets a better understanding of who you are. What do you like? What inspires you? Right? So I think love requires a lot of things. Understanding is one, and also effort. Love requires a lot of effort, right? You need to constantly be keep pushing. You understand? There's this thing I live by. Love your partner like someone is working 24 hours to take them away. Don't get comfortable in love. Most of the people, right? Most of the people get drifted apart because suddenly jiggy jiggy I fell in love with a neat, well kept together, a person that loves themselves, a person that always likes dressing well, a person that brings like does things for me that used to make me laugh, used to make me smile. They were there in a certain way, and then over a period of time they decided to let go of those things, and they were just comfortable with whatever comes, right? They were now just comfortable with whatever comes. Whether I'm in a soccer jersey all night every day. Also in this what is that series again? Young, Rich and Famous. Naked said it also. Hey, me, I did not date Lionel Messi or Ronaldo. Suddenly Kylie jiggy every day she's always wearing soccer jerseys at home. You know, that's what Naked said. This is not what I signed up for. I signed up for 100 as well, and I was like, oof. You know, and most of us, we get very comfortable when we're in a relationship that we forget the things, the small things. You understand? The small things. It's not about you sending a good morning text. That good morning text means something, or used to mean something. It's not a duty or let me just get it out of the way. It means the first person you thought about in the morning, or the person you're thinking about in the morning as you're starting your day, is me. You get it's the small things, and those small things are very fundamental in a relationship. I think we must not get comfortable in a relationship, because the minute that happens, there's a kinga. There's a problem that is going to arise. Facts. There is a very, very big problem that is going to arise. So I think love alone is not enough. It requires understanding. It requires effort. It requires constant work, right? It requires constant work. And most importantly, it requires adaptability. You need to adapt to the person your person is turning into. You understand? You need to adapt to the person your person is turning into. Because believe it or not, we are growing, and with growth comes change. And if you really love someone, you need to adapt to the path that they are currently taking. You understand? There's this thing I heard. I think it was at a wedding, where they said you don't marry one woman. You marry multiple women, because as your woman grows, she turns into someone different every day. Never mind the fact that women in a month have 4 moods. Today she's happy, tomorrow she's angry, tomorrow she's sad. Hey, bana. Every week you're just dealing with a different partner. You know, so you need to be able to adapt to such conditions. You understand? And this thing of don't love me for my money. Hey guys, we can't go on vacation. We can't do anything. You understand? So also money plays an important factor, because sometimes you might be dating someone whose love language, like me, you understand? Love language is quality time. Where are you going to spend your quality time? Where are you going to spend your quality time? Sometimes it's act of services, right? That would require money. Sometimes it's gifting, like me. Where are you going to get the gifts from? Are you going to make them yourself? But you still need material, and those materials you might want to buy. So money is also a factor. All right. What constitutes the perfect love for you? I don't think there's such a thing as perfect love. I think for me, what perfect love is revolving love, love that can adapt, love that is secure. I need to feel secure. I need to feel comfortable in the love. You understand? A lot of people like to say, me, I want an emotionally intelligent partner. But with that, you also have to understand that you also require the same maturity in the relationship. Because one mistake that you are going to do, how it's going to be received, how it's going to be disseminated, is very important. Because one thing about someone who has emotional intelligence or is emotionally stable, they are not going to burst into noise. They are never going to do that. You're going to sit, you're going to have a conversation. If you start shouting, that person is just going to allow you to shout. And you might think you're winning a lot of arguments, or you're winning a lot of disagreements. But at the end of the day, the more he loses and you are not hearing what he or she is trying to tell you, they're drifting they're drifting away from you. Yes, that's the English. They are drifting away from you. There's this thing I always say, that fighting brings people together, but how you fight is what will drift you guys apart. Every nasty fight is a chip away from your relationship. It's a chip away from your relationship. But also bottling things up. How are you, baby? I'm fine. I know I do it. Even my person likes to complain, or just tell me what you're feeling. Not this thing. I just want you to beg me. Come on now. It's the perfect love. It's always revolving. I want you. No, talk to me. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Maria, that's what I think perfect love. A love that is always revolving. Patient love, comfortable love, understanding love. That's the perfect love for me. It has to be understanding. It has to be patient. It has to be willing to adapt and change to situations. It has to be revolving, ain't it? Yeah. All right. The last one. Can love expire? Yes. Like I said, there's someone you meet and there's a person you end up with in a relationship. When you're starting out, we are all trying to put our best selves forward. Maybe KIZO lives in a pigsty. First 2 weeks, you'll never see the pigsty. But for the rest of our relationship, you are now going to be living in the pigsty. Maybe I'm pretending now, suddenly, I like quad bikes. Meanwhile, I know, I don't want to die. I want to live long. But for the sake of, I wanted to be in that relationship, I'm going to start what? Liking quad bikes. So yeah, I think love does expire. It has a way of just ending. There's a part where it just ends. I don't think every love has an expiry date. You understand? Don't get me wrong. I don't think every love has an expiry date, but love can expire. That's all I'm saying. Love can expire. Yes, I think that's the better way of putting it. Love can expire. Not every love has an expiry date, but there's love that does expire. Maybe that person was in your life to teach you how to treat your next partner better. You understand? She was the education that God sent to you. When you meet a certain person, you must be this person. You must treat this person like this. You understand? So yeah, I think love can expire. Anyway, anywho, hey, I think I've talked enough. I think I've been blabbing. Anyway, we have reached the end of today's episode. Yes, baby, we are at the end of today's episode. I'd like to say thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching this far. If you are reaching the end, you are a true KU gang. You are a true KU gang. Yes, my babies, my lovies. This is KIZO Unburdened. Yeah. Skim Sababaida Jigelele. Tango. Please do like, share, comment, and subscribe, baby. We are side.